Should be alright.
Woo! Hello. So, welcome back. I think the stream seems to be online and I am talking. Though, Thomas, I've seen your thing flicker, but I haven't heard your voice. Say something loud.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. And I believe a great deal of things happened to the Sovereign Seven last session. And the good news is, I'm not the one responsible for telling you about it. I was just responsible for inflicting it upon them. To tell us all about it, we have a special volunteer who I think this is their first time up doing the recap.
It is.
And I believe the recap may be even quasi in character, though I'll let them set that up. And I'll start being quiet. So take it away.
So there we were, locked inside the barracks, arguing about what we would do next. Chloe looking to me looking to Chloe, going, why the hell are you asking me? Because now we're on completely different pages. She's holding on to Dusk. Dawn looks like a fried chicken trying to put on high waters. And we finally decide we've got to make a run for it, in through the kitchen, possibly to the other side, and maybe we might escape or win, I guess. But it didn't quite work out the way Chloe plans. We opened the door, and a lot of us were like, well, maybe we should just make the dash across instead of waiting for her to do this distraction. So we all get into the kitchen, and Chloe just decides, well, I guess if we're all going to do this, I might as well go and block the door with my giant horse butt. So we all clump
she does
up.
have a badonkadonk, so...
Well, I mostly mean Elmar. And why is there a voice from the ethereal plane talking over me? I'm trying to tell a story here. Anyway. So we finally managed to jam the door shut, and we are again surrounded, now in a smaller space, and yet once again abandoning plans for escape. So instead we decide we might as well burst out the other side. And that is what happens. Chloe takes Valandra and Dusk all the way over to some spiral staircase, and they get pinned in there for quite a long time. Joey comes out. Waverly has used a distraction with an illusion of herself to try and make sure that we have room to go. Only the problem is that the Wyverns dispel it very quickly with one hit, and Rezmir, tired of trying to kick in a door that was very expertly shut by a horse, comes around to the other side, thinking maybe she has another shot. In the meantime, I have taken it upon myself to save the team. I call upon my Fey mantle, looking quite amazing, and I use a special command spell gifted to me to turn the tide against the enemy by making one of them betray their own. Before I can see it enacted, though, Rezmir appears in my face and strikes me with her acid breath, but it doesn't take me down. No, instead she retreats, startled by my otherworldly appearance, and sends her goon in to try and attempt to finish the job. Unfortunately, I do fall. The thing is cast away, and Valandra picks me back up. And to keep my friends safe, I cast a spell to cause Rezmir's wyvern to fly away in fear. And as I give her the double bird, I wisely go back inside and take cover. Inspired by the happenings, both Dusk and Dawn take down 2 back-to-back cultists with their amazing abilities. And then it becomes Rezmir versus Joey. Joey, with his special warlock powers, we still don't quite know where he got them from, but they come in clutch sometimes. He uses them on her wyvern, causing her to crash down in a pile, taking quite a bit of damage. They get back up onto their feet, and she manages to stay seated and flies to face Joey. Now it is one half-dragon versus her ex-lover as a piece of tool machinery. And she's so incensed that she's fighting the one who killed her beloved, who was cheating on her. And we all know that she's just projecting her anger onto us. She takes attacks out of turn because it's completely unfair the way she was behaving, and she's just angry. But that's in the past. Dusk decides to come at a heroic desperation and fight down a wyvern, but it does not go down. These things are far too tough, even for her amazing drunken master abilities. And one more time, Joey falls to Rezmir's attacks. Dawn attempts to take out Rezmir as he falls, but Dawn is so shocked by the happenings to Joey that both his attacks miss. In a rare moment, then, of battle camaraderie, Kuhloe and I meet eyes, and we fall into sync. And I know what she asks me to do without even saying a word. I cast another spell on the wyvern that she is facing, but it resists its fear of me and stays in place. So, Kuhloe, in a moment of desperation, calls upon her divinity and disappears from where she was standing, only to appear next to Rezmir. She looks fierce and deadly, like death from heaven come down, and she looks at her with righteous fury and oaths an attack of vengeance upon her. At long last, Rezmir is down, but we still have 3 wyvern to face. Tragically, Valandra falls. Kuhloe falls. It comes after Dusk, and Dusk falls. There's only 3 of us left. And a wyvern comes and blocks the door, attacking poor little Waverly, and I cast my last low spell to get the thing to run away. And with no ability to bring up our dear healer, I do the heroic thing and stand where they can all see me as a distraction. Waverly goes and brings Valandra back up, who bursts to her feet, bringing us all back up to life. Dusk runs over, punching and wailing and hacking them down in this glorious rain of blows, killing one wyvern and stunning the other as the others converge upon it, and we defeat it at last. We're all awake and tired and bloody and hugging and glad to be alive, and that is where we ended last session, to a thunderous applause of giants and ogres.
Yay!
Good job!
That was really
A very accurate and well done rendition.
I'm sweating
Very
because I was
nice.
moving around a lot on my side.
Excellently done. And
Also,
correct.
if people are curious, I think it was 7 crits last session by the DM.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Things did happen. So, among the noise coming from above, the thunderous applause, the chink of coins as the ogres swap and pay off bets, it seems they're wagering rather heavily on the outcome of this battle. The ones up in the towers with the ballistas, the ones up above on the overhang, and the enormous giant Blagothkus, the one who came down and called for the golems to cease. Looking down, he calls, "Be sure not to trouble my people or my castle," and then turns to move away. As all that's going on, from the door to the north, you hear quieter voices. They're not hushed, they're not whispering, but they're at a distance and they're coming through some rather thick doors and echoing along under some rather oppressive noise. You can hear Resmir has failed. Prepare to depart this place. Our agreement? I accept, honored apprentice. Among your tasks will be dealing with the assassins sent by your predecessor. I did not know. She was never to know of you, and I could not have known her sister. Enough! For breach of agreement, you are no longer subordinate, but slave. I will hear no more of your vile lies. By this ring and the laws of your people, I bind you to silence. You will speak only in response to my question, and act only on instruction of my will. That works. Only on oathbreakers among her people. Others follow different customs. Now finish gathering the reagents. These assassins have spilt enough Thayan blood. This accent's a little tricky. What of this? I'm tempted to leave it buried in her heart, but it would be a shame to lose a slave, and foolish to return an assassin's weapon. Bring it. And her? I will review my contracts with her and deal appropriately. Genii are sly. There may be some clause about orders to harm family. If not, it would be fitting to set her upon the assassins to aid you. And you picked it up amongst you at different parts of the conversation. A few quick whispered words amongst you to catch the ones up who were hearing later. High above, the ogre and the giant seem now slightly disinterested with you. The fun's over. Time to go back about business. You can see the ones on the watchtower begin patrolling again. What are you all doing?
Valandra, recognizing her mother's voice, screams "Mama" and tries to run over, but gets held back by Joey.
Ooh. Well, he yelled "Mama."
I got the joke. I appreciate you.
Just killed a man, yeah.
Well, I mean, technically she was a lady, but I don't know how much of a lady she was.
There
I'm
were
gonna
men that were killed.
I'm going to be turning
Wasn't
towards
bad.
the giant, and kind of giving out the obvious. Joey's going to start talking soon, feelers. If unless anybody raises the no, don't do that objection. Hey, sorry, I didn't catch the name the first time. I know it starts with a B, I'm sorry. But given that we provided a little entertainment, could you perhaps host us for a lunch? Killing always makes me want to eat some chickens.
Oh. No. You do not ride the great castle you bear for free.
What?
Did we come across some kind of dyslexic giant? You speak sentence good. Backwards, maybe.
What? You wish to take refuge in my castle? You wish to ride with me?
Food go nom nom. Ah.
Ah. He looks to the ogres. They speak nearly as well as you. If you, and he points down, wish to ride, and he makes a big circular gesture with his hands, my castle you bear, then you must pay. And he holds up coins. Coins.
Oh, money we have. What bear? Bear?
You bear. My castle. The name of my castle is You
Oh
Bear.
my god.
Oh my god.
Found our disconnect, good sir. I didn't realize we were naming castles. My bad. We have money. Yeah, money. So you got it, like, we put it in a slot somewhere or something, and she just starts looking around, like, how do we, can we get up there?
Next time, mention the money first, and we'll be fine.
Yeah, really.
Certainly. Now, the cultists have paid quite a considerable sum. Near to 500 platinum for sharing a ride in my castle.
Well, they're dead now.
Yeah, and I mean, it's been kind of deadly. It's not like a cruise or anything. It's been...
Oh no, we don't
Yeah,
guarantee
we're
safety.
supposed to get here to get paid, not to pay.
We don't guarantee safety, only the travel itself.
We did
Otherwise,
provide you with quite a bit of entertainment, and some people have actually earned extra coin upon the sweat of our brow and the blood from our veins. Perhaps a discount is in order.
Well, there are a few others currently sharing this ride with you. One, a dragon. If you deal with that, I will take his hoard in payment.
Wait, there's a dragon on here, then you don't want him on here?
Well, he's paid.
But it's your house, don't you get to say no?
Well,
Money
I could,
talks.
but I wouldn't make money.
So he's giving you his hoard to ride here, or did he bring extra money and then deny you that money? That sounds stupid.
Oh no, he paid. But he is transporting his hoard. Or a portion of the hoard of the cultists. They're doing some business.
We'd love to actually take care of this problem for you, but we're currently in no condition.
Yeah,
How about up front we get a little hospitality to patch up our wounds and make sure that we actually have the capability of dealing with this dragon for you.
And then we'll deal with him.
Yeah, give us some credit.
Waverly is way too eager about this.
We're good for it. We're good for it.
Well, how about this? I'll offer you the same basic arrangement that the cultists have. 100 platinum pieces now. You have run of the castle save for the private apartments of myself and my companions. Do amongst yourself what you want. Bring no harm to my castle. And you may rest for the day. Then, you can tell me the destination you wish to be brought to, and pay me the remaining 400 platinum, and I will transport you there.
Can we get a little more clarification as to what doors and whose bodies we're not allowed to talk to or touch or go in? Because we've kind of messed that up so far.
Well, you have run of the lower courtyard, the area you are in. You've eliminated the need for the wyverns in the stables. Hulda and Wiglolf are down there. Do not trouble them. They have their own room. And the rest, you may do with as you wish.
Seems fair to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Just
No.
one last question. Weren't those flying things, weren't they like your ship's lifeboats or something? Did we
No,
get
those
rid of
belong
all
to
of them? Well, doesn't the ship have any, like, in case of engine malfunction, here's a big balloon or something? Just wondering, before we pay you money. Like, I know
No.
you can't guarantee safety on board, but, like...
No, you see, my castle is unsinkable. It is the iceberg.
It's very impressive.
I mean, literally, yeah.
But what if, like, you got close to the sun or something? You know, something warm?
I've found that the higher you go, the colder it gets. I've never reached a point where it gets warm again. I suppose it's possible, but I would simply not fly that high.
Well, people said Santa Claus wasn't real either, and, you know, somehow presents get put... Well, I don't know if that's a thing here.
Santa
Never mind.
Claus.
Yeah,
That's true.
he's a man that sneaks into your house. Never mind.
We were involved
that
in a
sounds
collision
awful.
several years back. It was unpleasant. Venison was good, though.
Oh.
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 So,
So, how are we dividing up this platinum to give to this giant?
What was the deal? Like half now, half then? Well,
100 platinum.
100 platinum pieces, and you buy yourselves a day.
Sweet. Start shaking out all the cultists down here.
Actually, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't think Resmer left any money behind, just a sword.
I mean, maybe she did.
She's gotta have a wallet. Come on.
All right, so
She was not carrying any coin with her. It looked like she was going out hunting, and generally when hunting, you don't like fill pouches.
I
with
found a
jingling
purse.
Coins.
it's over here.
You open the purse. Harry, close the purse.
Here you go, Telaise. It's a new bag for you.
So
fine.
yes, no, the cultists are not carrying any coin about them. Just the equipment at this point.
So how much are we all pitching in?
I gotta check and see how much.
Yeah,
I
I don't even know how much I have.
Dawn has
I-
36 platinum.
I have 24.
In 400 gold.
Let me see. Like how many of us are there? Again, there's 7 of
7 of
us.
us. 14 would make it even between us all with someone
Okay.
carrying a little
Didn't
bit
you
of
guys have
over.
like a bunch of money that you guys took out of the crates?
We didn't take that much because we can't hold it all.
Can't carry that much.
Yeah, so 14 platinum. Can we all do that?
Yep.
Nope.
14 platinum and 2 people giving 15 platinum.
Nope. I'm out.
How short are you?
I literally have no coinage.
Chloe
I'll take
cleans
care of
out
Joy.
How do you
her
not
pockets.
have no-
I have 4.
So
What's
coming
our
down to the
expensive?
bottom of the stairs as you guys are adding up is a enormous ogre. Not only tall, but very, very round. Perched or perhaps wedged into the folds of fat around his eyes are 2 enormous discs of very wavy glass. How he can see through it at all is baffling. And no, not really. He's actually feeling his way along the wall as he gets down here. He has a board strapped to his body, a little desk, and what looks like some form of adding machine. Though on closer inspection, it doesn't do anything other than make noise as he pulls down on the handle. Money, please.
Well, Dawn has 36 platinum.
So we need 50 right now.
I can cover myself and Chloe and Joey.
I have 23 platinum if I'm looking at the right one.
Look, I'm not trying to dine and dash or nothing, but can we work it off? I can make a mean wyvern steak if you let me near an oven or something.
I think we have enough.
We have enough. I just need to know who's pitching where.
We probably do have enough.
We have enough. I can tell you that right now. We have enough.
We just need a second to do the math.
So don't worry about Chloe and Joey. I will put in a solid 50. That leaves 4 people to cover up the other 50.
Chloe would still ask the question just because she knows things have been awkward with Telaise lately, and she doesn't like. She doesn't want Telaise to be like, I paid for you, I own you, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it's just uncomfortable for Chloe, and she's like, can I cook or something? I mean, thank you, I appreciate it, but like,
I need a rest, Chloe. That's all.
well, samesies. All right, fine. I just
You don't owe me anything. You don't owe me anything.
look. We gotta count. Things are weird. Just turn the other way, Giant. Give us a second.
Well, I got 23, so whatever share, hopefully I can cover.
Shing shing.
50 divided by 4 is 12 and a half.
Shing shing. Shing shing.
Yeah, easily. 12.
Shing, shing,
So just take off 12 and a half for you guys.
shing,
Okay.
shing.
What is he like? How is he doing this with his little table?
Every time anyone says a number, he grabs the handle and pulls it down. It must have been a crossbow at some point because basically it ratchets back and then he puts it back up. But all it really does is goes click, 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 click.
Wait,
He's
what's
not
half
actually
platinum?
taking anything?
And we all realize this?
Yeah, he's just standing there with a tray waiting for you to give him. But every time a number is mentioned, he pulls the little handle.
Okay, so Telaise already has her 50 platinum, and she kind of holds it in her pouch, and she like doles out a little at a time. And she's like 44,
Ching, ching,
3,
ching, ching,
17,
ching, ching,
1082.
ching, ching.
She's literally just picking on this poor thing as she hands him 50 platinum exactly. She's just picking on him to see how many times he'll do it.
And Dustin's just like,
As
grabs
he's
her,
doing
like,
this, he takes the
honey.
money. He takes the money, he pours it in the big tray, and you can see him sort of each time he goes ching ching, the tray shakes and jitters. And if you kind of stand on your tiptoes and look down so you can see, each one has a little circle, and basically he's just filling it till the tray is full and flat, one row across, and that's all he's doing. Is just when he fills up this area, that's 100.
His boss is smart.
Boss
All
is
right.
smart.
Very smart. All right, so Waverly hands over her 14 and a half. What was 14 and a half?
12 and a half.
12 and a half. I already subtracted it and I forgot what I did. All right, 12 and a half. I had to look
what's a
up
half platinum convert.
5
5 gold.
I had to
Cool,
look that
awesome.
up. I absolutely had to look that up. Also, Jesus, I have a lot of gold right now. I should convert that into platinum just because it'd probably be lighter. All right.
It's impressive
all
you were
right.
able to carry that.
It is. It is. I don't know. Anyway, yes, Waverly hands over her 12 and a half.
I mean, Valandra has the money, but she wasn't paying attention for any of that conversation.
Yeah, this whole time I see Valandra like running in place while Joey's just kind of hanging on to her. Is that sort of what's happening? Or what is
No,
the, what is
she's
the
not
situation
running
over
in
there?
place because she doesn't really have the will to fight against her siblings right now. She kind of collapsed sobbing against him.
Okay.
I mean,
So Telaise just takes care of Valandra's 12 and a half as well.
to be honest, I would like to help out Jeannie on the other side of that door because slavery is bad.
But we're gonna die.
Yeah.
I know.
We're not
That's
doing
awesome.
this again.
That's not
Dustin's
off the
kind of worried
table.
about it.
It's just not right now.
But slavery is
Yeah,
bad!
but
They're not
leaving.
leaving. We're going
Sorry.
into the sky. I have a high doubt they're going to be able to go anywhere until this thing
And-
lands again.
Can we fight them later?
Sorry, the mouse likes to shout random things like slavery is bad. She's kind of got a weird form of Tourette's. It's fine.
It's okay. I've got several like that. That's all
Yelling things randomly.
I like spaghetti! So, eventually, it sounds like you do come up with 100 platinum. The ogre chunk shakes it out and then starts trundling his way upstairs. And that leaves you with run of the place. The kitchen is full of corpses. A lot of them.
Probably.
Did I hear run of the entire place downstairs except for the room the giants are in, but
The room
not
the
upstairs?
giants are in and the guard towers. So, obviously the guard towers are locked. You're not supposed to go in there.
Are we not supposed to go upstairs?
He said stay out of our place. Upstairs seems like his place.
Okay.
Since he came from upstairs.
Yeah, downstairs, because there is a downstairs, doesn't seem like their place, but there is a hell of a cold draft coming up from down there.
The ice generator? Is that a thing?
I mean,
Or- Dragon.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
could potentially be. He'd have to be a really tiny dragon to fit down those stairs, though. I mean, like, you could take that. No problem.
Dragons can shapeshift. I know that.
Sure.
That's the only reason there are half dragons, okay?
I mean, you
I
say
need
that,
you
but
to
I've
know.
seen video.
I need you to know that I had that conversation with a coworker yesterday, Jessie. I was explaining how half dragons come to be.
I had that conversation about a week ago, actually, with a coworker.
Maybe when we hit like the after hours and we're flashing like the NC-17 warning, I can pitch in on this conversation.
We
right
flash
now-
that warning before everyone watches, Casey. You're good to go.
You're welcome.
There we go.
Good
But
to know.
in
It's
the
totally my
meantime,
fault. It's totally my fault.
I wouldn't be able to stream on Wednesday nights if we didn't.
What are you all doing?
So let's haul Valandra and make her rest.
I mean, sure. Where are you
Back to the
hauling her
barracks. I
we
kind of
should
assume.
all. Can we go to the? Yeah, the barracks a good place to.
I mean, there's corpses in there too, but we could kick them out.
What?
Yeah.
We should probably fix the doors.
What was over there again? What the stables?
That is the stables. So that is where the wyverns were kept until they were brought out and set upon you.
Yeah, don't go in there. It's full of wyvern poop.
Is this
It
part of the
is.
please don't go in here area? Right here?
No, it seems the only place, and you guys saw this as you were doing your little run around, Hulda and Wigloff are in this room here. And that seemed like the only one he was really concerned with you staying out of bounds.
This?
Yep, that one right there.
So, can Telaise go through this door here and just see what's on the other side?
Was
Hard
this
Hard pass.
is this where Resmir went? That hallway? Did we see the? this
Like
this
before she
way.
came back, you mean?
That way? Which one?
This way.
That way. Resmir came in
just
and out of this doorway here. Can you see the white arrow? I hope.
Yep.
Okay. She went in and out of that doorway there. Blagothicus came out that one while you guys were over here hanging out with the golem.
And
And you
isn't
were
this
able to see.
this is where we hear the voices coming from, right?
You hear the voices coming from down in the suite.
Come on, everybody! More arrows.
More arrows. In the north-southwest area.
I mean, Resmir
Arrow
came.
party.
Resmir went through that door and then came back with a wyvern, so presumably it's connected to this hallway right here.
We could
Seems
sit down
very
in front of
likely.
we could sit down in front of this door and this sort of make sure that nobody escapes.
I don't think people
I don't-
leaving is the problem. I think them finding us is the problem. I have my heart set on chicken and like a good hour lunch, but I will settle for a giant ass griffin.
Oh my god. Okay. I know when he gets like this, we have to sit down and eat lunch or he's just not gonna fucking shut up. Let's just go somewhere safe for an hour. Jesus.
We can, honestly, we could all use a good meal and some beer if there's beer.
There is beer.
All right. Well, we.
There's still food in here.
And then we'll go room by room and explore all this area and we'll figure out what our next plan is. You have to feed the Joey.
I'm sorry, almost dying twice makes me kind of hungry.
Oh yeah, you poor fucking baby. Shut up.
I mean, I'm kind of hungry too, but
It's fine, we just won't feed Harry any of the kobolds.
and it will give me a chance to check on Harry.
So while everyone decides that whatever it is we're gonna do, Telaise just goes over and like picks up Valandra and like encourages her to like put her arm over her shoulder, and she's just like talking to her quietly, trying to calm her down. Like we have to heal up. We can't save anybody if we die. That sort of
Out
thing.
of curiosity, are you strong enough to pick up Valandra in her chainmail?
Well, I'm assuming Joey already has her up, so she's just gonna take her.
And I
Okay.
thought she was kind of small anyway, so that kind of helps.
Yeah.
She is small, but she is dense and very heavily armed and armored. So there is some weight to the little miss. So where's everybody headed? I see Joey's already making his way into the room full of kobold carnage. Now there are a good 20 to 30 kobold corpses scattered about. It's a little hard to get an exact count because when the griffin decided that it was time for them to be dead, they started separating limbs from bodies. Scattered amongst it is provisions that you can definitely find and eat. There is some beer and other alcohols about.
Yes!
Uh,
Waverly needs a drink.
This is not the time to get drunk. We might have to fight a dragon.
Is Waverly talking third person from now on? Because that's great.
So,
I mean, I've had better when I'm drunk anyway, so.
Look, Waverly enjoys her beer. That's all there is. That's all there is to it.
I mean, sure.
Also, she's comparatively a cheap drunk because she's small.
Thimbleful.
A big old ogre comes out of the tower gate door that leads into the barracks and starts making its way down the row. It had to do a bit of shoving to get the door unbarricaded, as there were a number of beds crammed up against that door. So you hear bang, 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 crunch, roosh, and then doo-doo-doo-doo. Lunchtime.
Is he like walking past me at lunchtime? Okay, good. You're not gonna find. Okay, bye. Good luck. Have fun.
It's probably going to eat some dead kobolds.
And indeed he do.
It's not even chilled in there. You're gonna get food. Never mind.
He just picks one up, spikes it, and puts it over the fire to get a little crispin going.
Yeah, so I'll just be
Okay.
lumping said provisions and then lumping said griffin and just bringing a crap load of food in here.
All right. So, as the party goes to take a rest and spend what they hope to be an uninterrupted hour, I'm going to need to ask for a fateful D20 roll. Wow. Even before I get it out, 18, 19, or 20, that is not. Congratulations.
Whew.
Take the benefits of a short rest.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Let's spend some hit dice.
Oh, boy, yeah.
Valandra will, although she's still kind of, well, wait a moment, because Valandra actually has an ability to have people gain max on hit dice spent
Okay.
Oh,
if she succeeds on a medicine check for each of them.
Okay.
And up to 6 people, so I think everyone but Dawn, because Dawn, you look to be mostly fine.
He's perfectly fine.
I mean, sure, it looks great. I mean, you know, if you like that
Well-
fried chicken look.
I mean,
Okay, let's see. 1, 2. She failed on one of those checks, rolling a 3, but everyone else can spend or can get max. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, Waverly. She failed on your
it's fine.
your medicine check.
Okay.
It's okay.
That's
Hey,
fine.
Waverly, take an extra 1d6 hit points anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Because
some max dice and then an extra D6. You guys rest very effectively.
There we
Yeah,
go.
Yeah, but
I-
it literally hasn't happened in like 3 levels.
It's been a little while.
haven't used this since I got it at level 4.
Yeah, we didn't really benefit from mine either.
Wait, so
yeah,
how does this work?
yeah. Do I need to? How do I do my hit dice? I have not done this in, like.
well, you've got full, so I think you just like spend one and then you're up to full hit points. Is that how it works?
No, it's you spend one and then you gain your whatever your hit die is plus your
Okay.
con modifier.
Okay.
I don't
For-
understand what that means.
So whatever the
my
die.
God.
No, that's not because you're not
So,
actually rolling that.
you
So
are-
you
you
would
get-
gain
Okay.
9 for each hit die that you spend
Yep.
because you
Oh,
roll
okay,
a d8
okay.
and your con modifier is 1.
Yep. So you can say, hey, I'm spending 3
Oh,
hit
so we
die,
are just
get
getting
27 back. Yep.
What?
Everyone
I'm
but
conf-
Waverly
I'm so confused right
because
now.
I failed
Sorry.
that check.
I don't know what any of that meant.
Not a problem. So Telaise, do you have
I have
hit
6
dice?
hit die.
More
Okay.
hit die.
You have
And for
6
every-
hit dice and you
Okay,
can
wait,
spend...
wait, stop.
Sorry.
One person tell me how to do this.
Okay. So I'll go for this one. You have 6 hit dice. For each hit dice you spend, you will get 9 hit points back.
Okay.
So however many hit points you need, spend the appropriate number of hit dice to get you up to that point.
Okay, 1 equals 9. Got
1
it.
equals 9.
Okay.
All right. And with hit points restored and some of you regaining spell capabilities and other such neat tricks, you have an hour or so to talk amongst yourselves as you rest, make plans, and do things. Aside from the ogre trucking through after a few minutes of toasting kobold to get back up to his tower, you're left relatively undisturbed. It's chilly but bearable. There's plenty of blankets and cultists' clothes scattered about. What you doing?
Dawn will find like actual clean clothes if it's around, because he kind of just like quickly grabbed off of a corpse.
Mm-hmm.
If there's
Sure.
much about a new cloak.
Yep, there is cultist attire around. It looks like this is more like transport than home, so there's not extra of anything. It's basically what they're wearing, and a bed to sleep in, and that's about all you got.
So he'll
You
get
do.
the cleanest that he could find,
Sure.
Does
less
Harry
blood
have
covered.
hit dice he can roll? I don't know how he works.
Harry will just say he's okay. What does Harry got?
Well, I did
Look at him.
spend, I think, 1 or 2 points of lay on hands
Yeah,
to
he
bring
woke
him
up.
back.
Okay.
And
Because Dusk was just hugging him. Like, she's just gonna be holding him the whole time. Like, mm-mm.
Dawn is not. He's just glaring openly at Harry. He's not even trying to hide it.
He saved my life. You quit looking at him like that.
All right. Chloe's going to reach into her pocket and take out, I don't know why it's in my inventory, but it's going to be used now. I think it was from Kecker Dane's spa, a pouch of pipeweed. And she's going to start, packing some makeshift pipe that she has from his shop and lighting and passing it over to Dawn. All right. Now how are we going to do this?
have a Snickers. You're cranky.
I thought you'd look good with a pipe. I don't know.
He'll take the Snickers and continue to be grumpy. He is Grumpy Cat.
Snickers brand pipeweed. So, what you doing?
Where's this dragon?
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably flip the room for anything useful and then stare at this sword that almost fucking killed me.
It is a shiny, shiny sword. It appears to be fashioned in a similar way from the sword you were bearing up until now, but whereas the one seems to have almost a life of its own, this seems to have, if anything, an unlife. How much time and energy are you investing in this sword? Would you say you're trying to attune yourself to it?
That's not a trap.
I mean,
Am I getting
Ooh, but-
anything evil
bait
off
you
of
with
that?
that.
That
Oh, yeah.
might make me
Oh, yeah.
chastise
God,
my brother?
yes. I mean, sometimes you get a little evil off your brother.
How, yeah, well, that's always gonna happen.
Like, is eating griffins a crime? Like, come on.
It has nothing to do with you eating your disgusting griffin. That has nothing to do with it.
I mean, you're
compare-
eating something that's part cat in a room with 2 cat people.
They're not looking, it's fine.
Eh.
How evil comparatively is this to Vibage? Is this to the weapon he was currently using?
I mean, probably on par. This is just a little fresher.
See, it's totally fine.
You don't need 2 toys. Does anybody else need a toy? Joey, you gotta share. I don't think anybody else can wield that toy, but I'm just asking.
Can it shift into a non two-handed thing?
The one that I'm using right now, no, and the one that is almost just murdered me and that I'm looking at, I have no idea.
Okay.
So I'll ask a few research-based questions. Does anyone have that fancy wizardy spell Identify?
No.
Okay. And then the other question, is anyone brave enough to be like, I'll share my soul with you and attune to you? Or are you being a little more cautious in your investigations?
Yeah, no thanks.
I mean, I'm definitely not being cautious.
But are you
I
going
don't
to
think
attune to
no
a
one could
different
actually
weapon?
lift it.
It is a great sword, so it is fairly sizable.
Yeah, it's probably bigger than me, so otherwise I would totally try.
I'm pretty sure a dagger is bigger than you.
I'm pretty
No.
sure Joey and Kuhloe are the only ones who can actually wield a greatsword.
And Chloe would never, but she's definitely gonna be staring daggers at Joey. She's not gonna stop him from doing it, but she's just, the disapproving Marge-like groans coming from across the table.
That's fine. I ignore those grunts.
Okay. So after a time spent with it, you can feel that it definitely has an aura of unlife about it, a necrotic presence to it. But beyond that, you get nothing else at the moment. I mean, it's obviously magical. It obviously does something. But
Does it not want to attune to me?
it doesn't seem to require attunement. Or at least, if it does, you're not attuning it well.
I swear to God, if you start changing because you're holding that new fancy sword, I will throw it over the side of this fucking cruise ship.
Well, make sure it falls into something that we want to kill.
We have no current targets that we can see. Yet. But sure.
Okay.
All right, so as Joey plays with the big scary sword, time does tick past. Anyone else doing anything during the restful period?
Resting, eating. What else is there?
There's
Do I
like
get
nothing
key points
of
back on a
note.
short rest?
Yes, you do.
Yep, key points are returned.
Eventually, once things settle down, Chloe would kind of turn towards Telaise and Valandra, and if they're not lost in conversation to themselves, she would try and engage Valandra in, like, so...
I'm not sure Valandra said anything entire rest so far.
Yeah, Telaise got Valandra to a bed and just kind of put her down and just petting her hair, that sort of thing. Just trying to keep her soothed and just telling her reassuring things like, we have to rest. Once we're rested, we can go take a look and see what's going on. We don't know what's going on yet. It's going to be okay. But obviously, it's probably not going to do a lot.
You didn't say that last part out loud. I'm guessing.
No.
All right. So, an hour ticks past. You all feel considerably better. Now what?
Not killing dragon better.
I was going to point out, yeah, not fighting a dragon better, though. That's going to take a few more hours.
Well,
I mean, that's a possibility.
Chloe wants to explore. She wants to eventually deal with the Valandra issue, and she also wants to find more flying things to have a backup, like, get off this sinking ship kind of thing. Because, I mean, she'll take the whole thing down if she has to, but, like, there's got to be a lifeboat for this place or something. Because I'm not afraid of heights. Like, I'm fine. I'm not afraid of heights or anything at all. I just don't like them that much, and, you know, we're flying in the air in the middle of the thing with lots of stuff that wants to kill us and is clearly capable of doing so. So, I just, you know...
Have we taken off yet?
Haven't we?
That's a really good question.
I don't think we did. Like,
As
But
you
we've
are
been
thinking
rotating.
about that, you have been rotating. There has been some
Unnecessarily.
gentle shifting. It has grown colder. Would anyone like to give me a perception check?
No.
I can do that.
I mean,
And since Telaise is right next to you, have some help.
Okay. I was at 22.
22. Yes, as it's mentioned, have we taken off yet? You're like, wait, have we? And yeah, I mean, it's so gentle. It is magical movement, just sort of drifting upwards like a very slow elevator. But over the course of an hour, based on the temperature that's dropped and a few other signs, you're pretty sure you're up in the air by now.
Alrighty. Yeah, great. So, watching Valandra, like, figure this out by what? Watching water on the ground.
Well, I mean, Valandra knows water pretty well, so she knows, you know, at what elevation things evaporate and condense and that sort of stuff and how air pressure works. Also, she just, like, my hair's freezing more now than it did before.
Dawn
Also,
misses his fur.
clouds.
Are we getting the impression that it's getting so cold that the cold might be a danger to us?
Probably not at this point.
Okay. Yeah, Chloe would say out loud about the whole, like, having a backup flying device to get off of here, and then she'll kind of turn towards Telaise and kind of try and mime something to the effect of, if for no other reason than if we get Valandra's mom free somehow, get her on the thing and send her away.
Some serious miming.
It is. It's very good though, I think. Maybe.
I mean,
I want a performance check.
I was gonna say we knew
It's pretty
about,
good.
Pretty good.
about like genies and how they tend to be bound to things, right?
So there is so much information about genies and being bound to things. It's a very popular topic for all sorts. So you've heard just about all the stories you've probably heard in the real world. Things from lamps and, you know,
So
gems
like,
and rings and
if we could
deals.
just get a hold of whatever that is for now, because
Sure.
it might take a lot more effort to try to free her of that than it would be to get it. Currently.
Sure. That is flying carpets, yeah. Lots of options.
It better be a flying carpet. I want the flying carpet now, Casey.
I mean, there's a whole area for you to explore.
So we're gonna go explore it?
Are we talking about the area up top there or the area down the stairs?
We have to do this floor first.
Yeah, let's start with this
Okay.
floor, just like in
And
Clue.
we're not allowed to go upstairs.
No, down. Yeah. That's
The up downstairs, you know. South north.
So as you head north to the west, what's happening? I don't see anyone in motion yet. Ooh, Waverly rushes across the room. Chloe leaps out the door.
And she just walks by these ogres with her middle finger up. Not
So,
saying
like,
anything.
as you're walking across the courtyard, you hear like as the ogres are slapping each other on the shoulders and they're pointing down, and you start seeing bets being made.
Waverly
luck!
waves. I'm waving.
Yay!
Do I hear
We don't-
anything?
Telaise is gonna totally mug at the crowd, like pointing at them and blowing kisses, that sort of thing.
And you're Telaise, Telaise, Telaise.
How do they know my name?
I mean, we're doing a lot
I
of.
think written on the back of some part of your body is probably your name.
Probably not.
No, you don't.
No.
You don't
Because
bedazzle.
Telaise is a football player, right?
Right?
You don't bedazzle that.
No,
All right.
this is not the 80s.
Wow, the 80s. So as you make your way north across the lower courtyard, you approach the stables. You can smell, the smell of a stable full of animals that are carnivorous. It's not pleasant.
Do I
But it's
hear the
expected.
animals, or does it just smell like animals were here?
Just smells like animals were there.
I'll look up at the dudes that are heckling all of us and be like, "Is there anything still in there, guys?"
No.
You sure?
Josh
Yes.
is gonna kind of mutter
Yeah.
like, I don't think
Definitely.
they can count.
I said any. I didn't specify a number because I knew numbers would be hard.
Yeah, but they would have to count the ones that came out to know if there's any left.
They seem earnest. I mean, so far I don't think they've actually lied to you. They've shot at you with ballista, but they're not pointing them at you right now.
I mean,
They've got that simple, honest expression.
okay.
Eyes
Dusk,
pointing
Dusk,
different
are you
directions.
coming with us? Because
Yeah.
the rest of us are up here by the staples.
Okay, I'll come.
If
Okay.
if there's anything in there, it would be. I mean, if it was free, it would be out. So, if there's anything in there, it's got to be tied up, right? I mean, come on. And she's gonna get closer. Can she hear live things being alive?
Can you hear live things being alive? Maybe a perception check?
Ugh.
The only live things being alive you hear are your companions coming up behind you. And then
No end then.
a horrible,
No end then.
rattling, grinding, crunching sort of noise as Harry starts his rock grinder up again.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
I fixed that to be quiet.
Everybody slow turns to Harry.
I fixed that to be quiet, and I'm
He
calling out
closes
the
the
DM on that.
lid, and it gets quieter.
Good boy,
Ever-
Harry.
Telaise is like, puts her finger to her lips, just shh. Buddy,
It's a
shh.
bad dog.
It's not
Like-
a dog.
Wraps his wings around himself to muffle it further.
It's good to have you back, bud.
He's doing his best. I love him.
So, as the stable is inspected, it is empty. There is some remnants of riding gear for the wyverns, but it looks like it was all put on them, and the only things left are for repairs. Some traces, some saddles, pieces, that sort of thing. But it looks like you have killed most of the mounts.
Well, shit.
Speaking of the wyverns, if we have some extra time at some point, someone with alchemical abilities might want to see if they can harvest some of that poison. Because
I mean,
that was
sure.
potent.
Maybe Dawn did that during the downtime.
With the pipe in her mouth. That would be great.
Yeah, maybe.
Definite. Where was this poison?
The
In the
wyvern.
wyverns,
All right, I
that
entirely.
did like
'Cause I'm in
25
here
points of poison
like,
every
I'm-
hit.
Literally sitting here thinking, like, I need to find him some poison, and then, like, completely forgot about that whole situation where everybody nearly died, or did die,
So,
because...
yeah. Give me a quick alchemical roll of some sort, if you would, and we'll
I
I
consider
cast
that
guidance.
sneaky wyvern harvesting.
Cast guidance, take a d4.
Oh, he's fine.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Take a D4.
Yeah, take your D4. Take your D4.
I don't know why that's
Oh.
2d4, so 3.
Sorry, it's the 3.
31.
So 31 is a respectable number. You harvest quite a bit of raw wyvern poison successfully and put it away for safekeeping. It'll take a little bit of prep work if you're going to use it for anything other than just injecting into someone.
Okay.
But
He might enjoy that. That might be fun for him.
I mean, it did seem very effective. But yes, in the stables you find big wonkin hunks of meat which are fed to the wyverns and the ogres, depending on who gets hungry first. Now what?
Let's go to this other door.
Yeah, she once she realizes there's nothing in there, she'll come out and go wherever anybody else wants to go.
Let's go this way.
Yay!
Kuhloe would definitely not let Valandra go first in her, like, hazy, where is my mom state. She's trying to be nice by, like, no. You stay by, no.
I mean, sure. It's a big door, made for giants, of the icy sort that you're familiar with. You saw it open before, but it is currently closed. Who's on opening duty?
Well, I mean, I'm on listening duty. So.
You hear a large giant speaking in odd verse coming from this direction down here. And Dawn, you can see, looking through that room, the giant still hunched over a large pot or kettle, fumes coming up off it.
I mean, does it look like they're making food, or?
No, this is much more ritualistic. You would imagine this is some sort of divination attempt, or communing with a eldritch beast or god.
Did Big Man upstairs tell us not to bother these two?
Yes.
Oh, okay, then, knock knock. Knock knock on this door here, not their door.
You knock, it echoes a little bit, but that's about it.
Okay, go ahead, Joey. You and your big fancy sword.
2 big fancy swords.
Thank you. 2 big fancy swords. Go on.
Really? Volunteered for all this fucking error. I open the door.
Okay.
I'll go through, or at least step in front of him after he opens the door.
You open the door, and it reveals a hallway, and that hallway goes down a bit.
Look out, guys, it's a hallway.
That hallway is very scary. It's actually a very tall hallway. It's made for giants, and it's carved out of the inside of the castle. You can see a door to the north, one further down on the northeast-west wall, and then a hallway heading off to the south-north. From behind you hear, Hey, leave the door open so we can see!
Oh, that's fair.
Valandra, want to come inside? Valandra, come inside.
Easier to run out.
The door is open. Someone bring Harry and Dusk along.
Grindy, grind.
Dusk, are you coming?
I think.
Oh, I keep forgetting I'm on push to talk. Yes.
So, you all pile
I
up
can't
by the
move
door.
Harry though. Somebody else would gotta.
That's it. Didn't I give him control?
I don't think so. I can't click on him.
I'll fix that. And as I'm fixing that, what you guys all doing outside this very special door?
Hey, Rogue, you want to do rogue things?
Like detect
Okay.
traps and stuff?
All right, I'll look around for some traps.
Wait, you guys just let me walk through the other fucking door?
We've seen that one opened.
Yeah!
Plus, we probably couldn't hear anything from the sound of all of us breathing within 10 feet of each other.
I mean, things happen. So after a thorough inspection of the door, it is a door. It appears unlocked. It appears untrapped. And it appears that there's no one on the other side, at least if sound is to be believed.
Okay, we're probably good.
Hello? Can we come in?
Oh. God.
Housekeeping?
Fresh,
Why do you have can?
fresh towels. We brought you fresh, ice cold towels.
And unfortunately, no response from the apparently empty room.
I'm gonna open the door.
I'm gonna say fortunately for that, actually, not unfortunately.
Oh, fair enough. Inside the room, you see a bedroom.
Oh my god, we could have stayed here. Damn it.
I mean, it's a
There's not room for all of us in here.
We should have sprung for the suite. This place is swanky,
mean,
guys. Look, it's got a
it
table.
is
It's not.
table,
Doesn't even have any
desk.
dead bits on it.
books. It's delightful, is what it is.
Books, you say? Anything
Indeed,
interesting?
books.
You gotta get a library card, Dawn.
I
mean,
have some paperwork for a library card here.
It's just, it's true. Good callback. Yes, there is a considerable amount of paperwork
Fucking
available.
melted into my ass.
Oh my god.
As you make your way into the room, the books are the type that do tend to get left in places for others to read. So one or two religious texts that were slipped in there, several of the cultists' doctrines, and then the normal stuff, the classics. But nothing of particular value and nothing you probably haven't read before. The north
Does
wall.
it look like there had been other stuff that was taken in?
Nothing.
Like, not gonna
no
come back,
obvious
kind of?
gaps.
This is just a guest bedroom.
Just a guest bedroom.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like anything offended any of the inhabitants. Though as you page through, some of them obviously have the little notes written in, like wait till you get to page 137, that sort of stuff. Now I see Kuhloe and Valandra and Telaise all piling up near that north wall. It vanishes, and you are suddenly confronted with a very, very long drop to what look like some very, very tiny trees far below. The wall disappears the moment you touch it, exposing the room to a huge gust of wind and chill air, and you can see a little cloud floating by in the distance.
Close the wall. Close the wall. What the fuck just happened?
How would you propose we do that?
I don't know.
So-
Put it back. Put it back.
So Telaise takes Valandra by the hand, like like a parent would do if they suddenly braked a vehicle. They put their arm out. She just does that, and she backs the two of them up.
No, there's no wall there now. Just no wall. Just sky. Pretty sky.
Chloe, back up.
But why?
Back up, because we walked forward, wall disappeared. Walk backward.
And it's kind of like those blinds that you get in certain apartments and hotels where you're like, yeah, I opened them, but now I turn it, it doesn't close, nothing works. What is with this window? And then about a minute later, it just reappears.
Did we see, was there a ledge? Because it looks like there's a ledge here.
Yeah,
There's a ledge.
There's a ledge. Yeah, there's a good 10 to 15 foot projection where
Someone could land and come in this way.
Land and come in that way, absolutely.
And we didn't see anything else out on that projection.
Well, you saw a little bit of a bump out over here in a window. Hang on, I'll show you where that is. Let's do a little polygon reveal tool fanciness. So over there, another one of those ledges, a little bit of a window built in there as well.
Gotcha.
Did we see anything through the window?
You did not see anything through the window. There's a lot of fog and mist. It's all condensed up on the windows. Somebody's probably taking a bath in there.
Well, they're just down the hall. Want to go interrupt their bath?
Let's
Yes.
not knock and announce ourselves before we open the door, because I don't want a fireball to the face.
Yeah. Let's just kick the door open.
Did someone
After
say
Waverly
kick the door
checks it for
open?
I
traps.
did, Joey.
After Waverly
I
checks
did.
it for traps.
What's this?
What, that
Oddly
is a
placed
big old-
desk.
It's a desk. It's the
Facing
one
an
that they
ice
put out
wall.
in the- It's the one they put out in the hallway so you can print out your airline travel information.
Does it have a Keurig machine? Because I don't want it if it doesn't have a Keurig machine.
No Keurig machine. It's got a little bucket for ice, but people just basically lick the walls if they want it.
What?
This place is disgusting.
Oh my god.
So
I hate to know what they made the ice out of. Oh god.
lots and lots. Snickers. They made it of Snickers. So as you make your way down the hall, the north-south hallway is revealed, and you can see the opposite door. But north of Kuhloe, you can see a fairly large door on a little bit of an angle. And Kuhloe, as you approach, and then Joey, Waverly, and Valandra after, you can smell something that just little bit of extra salt in the air, like you were near the sea.
Interesting.
I assume it's a familiar smell.
You would certainly be familiar with it. Telaise as
Yep.
well.
Telaise would be as well. That's very familiar to Telaise.
Can I listen in at the door?
You do not hear anything at the door.
Okay.
Waverly, check it for traps.
And you hear bzzzt, and Joey's holding a halberd. This door is so not trapped, but your whiskers are like straight out little shoots of electricity are just beating between them. You're like, no, the door's fine, but this is a setup.
Yeah.
100%
Guys.
bad juju, but it's not the door.
Something's wrong here. It's not the door. Something's wrong.
That's
Something's
loud.
wrong. Something's wrong. It's totally whispering.
Get away from the door, Waverly.
Do we want to finish checking the other hall before coming back here? Or do we want to,
The completionist in me wants to go check the rest of the thing.
the person who's been snuck up on from behind a lot wants to go check the rest also. But I know that's going to be hard to do, smelling what smells been smelled.
Telaise is going to stay right where she is. They're free to check the other door. She'll come if something's wrong, but she's not going to take her eyes off of this particular room right now.
Okay.
Dusk will watch this hallway just in case.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. I am listening, and then I look around, and I'm like, where's the fall? What? Danger Mouse, come here. The door.
Kuhloe, at this door, unlike the others, you hear just a little bit of sound, but it's not people moving. It's probably fire or candles, possibly a torch or a brazier, something, something's in there and moving about, but not people, you don't think.
Oh dear.
And the door appears to be untrapped.
Door's good.
Wow.
All right.
Back up, Waverly.
Do you want a mall pole arm great axe for it, or
I mean, how are we gonna... Fine, whatever.
Maybe don't be directly in front of the line of sight of the door, Waverly.
All right, ready?
There you
1,
go.
2, 3. Wait, no, on...
no?
On
No,
one.
you on shoot.
Okay, 1...
Fine, fine.
Wait, 1, 2, 3. No.
On shoot.
Okay,
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
You're supposed to go on shoot. What the fuck?
I'm just gonna open the door.
Ah.
So as you open the door, this particular room is rather richly appointed, and a fire burns in a small brazier next to a large bed. A rug covers an icy floor just inside the door of this 10-foot high room. which is lit by a brazier of hot coals. A large bed rests on one corner, a desk in another. Resting atop the desk is a handsome, iron-bounded chest with a secure and very sturdy padlock.
Oh, it's fucking warm in here. This is nice.
And freeze, please.
Uh-oh.
And Chloe.
Oh
Yes.
no.
You walked on the rug.
You might have.
I
walked
couldn't
on
tell.
the
I
rug.
mean, there's no rug that I can see. So I'm on the corner of the bed. So if the rug's on the bed, then yes.
If you would be so kind as to... Where are you at, Rug? Come here, Rug. Does a 10 hit you?
It doesn't, invisible rug. So take that.
How about an 11? Does an 11 work?
Neither of those hit me, you stupid invisible
Neither
rug.
of those hit
You better be flying.
How about
Fucking
that?
burn you.
She gonna wrangle it into being
Alright.
reduced.
A rug flies up and swarms around you, trying to entrap you and drag you down.
Oh my god, it's an actual magic carpet.
It is an actual magic carpet.
I want to try and throw it in the fire.
You want to try and throw it in the fire?
I thought you wanted to keep it.
So may
It's
I
trying to litter. No, and you're not even here. Shut up. It's my
May
rug.
I
It's my
have-
deadly rug.
an
I can't hear
initiative
you.
roll, please? An initiative roll.
Yeah, but all you heard was, "Well, the rug's trying to kill me."
Rug is trying to kill me. Anyone else who would like to join in may do so, but I don't know that they're going to get there in time.
Oh man.
Because before you guys get there, we're going to do one round just for the Chloe Waverly duo, who are actually in the room being attacked by the rug. Let's see how they do. Where's my turn order? Let's set that to descending. Let's kick it through. Ooh, that rug is a speed demon.
Is it flying at me? Sorry, I have to ask that before I decide what to do.
Well, you're standing on it, so it's trying to lift up, but you're thick. So just sort of batting at you with its tassels.
Are you calling her fat?
No,
I
thick with
would
two C's. Two C's.
I mean, also the armor, also the weapons, also, a mound of gold.
Do you want help
it
shoving your foot in your
tries.
mouth, or are you just gonna do it all on your own?
I'm pretty good.
Okay.
I think I can manage it.
Okay.
But it does try and grapple you once more. How about a 6?
Oh my god, you got threads coming off of you. What's the matter with you?
This rug is not in it. So we're going to skip down to Waverly. Waverly, in the room, are you doing anything?
I'm gonna run over and jump onto the other side of the. We're gonna hold it down.
Okay, I'll consider that a grapple. Please give me an athletics check as you add your, what do you weigh, like 3 pounds to the effort?
She weighs more than that.
A little more than that.
A little more than that? All right, well, that's actually pretty good.
That is the best roll for athletics I will ever make in my life.
Pretty darn good. And it is good enough. You have pinned the rug to the floor. And then perhaps we find out what Chloe is doing?
I'm gonna try and wrestle it away from Waverly and burn it. Be like, okay, good, you got the corner. Thank you for getting the corner with the tassel. The wily little tassel. And she's gonna try and grapple it away from her.
How hard is it to tame a magic carpet?
I mean, I don't know that anyone has ever tried, but we'll find out, perhaps. If you put it in the fire, I don't know that that's going to help things. You do have advantage. You didn't need it. You got the 21. It really does not want to go in the fire. It's going in the fire.
Oh no!
So, let's see.
He's just like holding it like a rolled up cigarette.
Let
just,
it-
like, holding it up.
Let it go, Waverly. Let the tassel go.
So,
Be glad you're not in there, Dusk.
may I have, let's call this a D8. May I have a D8 from you for fire damage as you hold the rug in the fire?
Yikes.
It starts to light up on one end, but it looks like you can deal with this a little bit longer before it's entirely destroyed. And it really doesn't want to. Chloe, any other activity before we find out about what the rug does next?
No.
Okay. It reverses tactics and tries to suck you in the same way it did before. But now it's on fire, which is probably bad. 17?
Meh. No, I just
Joey.
did my hair. You're not getting me. No.
You now see just nonsense happening in there as they start fighting with the furniture. Apparently, the rug was just so ugly it had to go. What are you doing?
Well, you gotta listen before you burn cloth. You gotta cut it down to manageable sizes. Like,
Oh my god.
Are you turning into giant scissors? Because I don't see you helping here.
I only have one scissor arm. Okay, I have one scissor arm.
22 is. I mean, you do have two scissor arms if you would, Voltron those two. But that is a good hit. That is 11 points of magical damage. And that's not so much of a hit. So we got necrotic.
No.
No,
No.
necrotic. No necrotic. Nope, ignore the necrotic. Just 11 points. It's pretty frayed. It's tattered. It's in pieces, but it's still struggling. As we find out, I think, what Waverly is doing.
Finish
Okay,
her,
well-
Waverly.
All right, lean down and start slicing this thing up.
Okay. Sneaky sneak attack on the rug. It did not see this coming. It's like, I thought you were my friend. And it falls to pieces quite literally.
This has got to be my favorite Waverly combat, I think. It's just a furious little mouse stabbing a rug.
She's standing on.
Imagine her just kind of like running underneath it, holding the rapier up, and just like making a big like line down the bottom.
I will
Hey.
shiv you.
Hey, wait a second. I would like to just make an observation. Joey, it has been proven that you can dance. You just
Oh
cut her
god!
off.
Oh no!
Ah, you knew it was coming. Cut her
I
up,
figured
Joey.
it out before you said it.
Yep,
Oh.
you got it.
Oh.
And groans. Congratulations, you have defeated a rug.
All right.
All the things.
All right. I wanted to go look at that big lockbox.
Oh, that is a big lockbox, and that's a big old padlock, and it looks important and all sorts of stuff. What you doing?
Well, first I'm going to take a really good look at it.
Really good.
Any
Oh
traps or anything?
Oh my goodness, does this have a trap in it? Yes, this lock wants to kill you. And if I could ask you for a DC 15, because you did a real good job, you know how hard it is. DC 15, or you're going to take a needle trying to get this lock unlocked.
Sleight of hand?
Have you got thieves' tools?
I do
Thieves-
have thieves' tools.
Yeah, thieves' tools.
All right. Sleight of hand then.
Mm-hmm.
Whew.
That is just fine. You disarm the needle trap, and after a few seconds of tinkering about, you do manage to get the chest unlocked. It ponks open, and you can see a beautiful stand within it, obviously designed to hold a mask of importance. But there isn't one there.
Oh,
However,
that's disappointing.
What is a mask stand?
Yeah, right. Does it say mask would be
No,
here,
it's a
but
little-
is
it's a
not
little-
right
it's
now?
like a little face. It's a little face, like with ears. Like it's a little like head, like a mannequin
So-
head.
It could be a wig stand.
No, there's no top to the head. It's just the face, like the face with the ears. Like if you imagine a mask on a face, and you just tore off the unnecessary part.
So, so I see Waverly pop this open and then just start giggling uncontrollably.
However, along with the lack of mask, there is a plethora of treasure.
So what else looking for?
A set of jewelry matching peridot stones on gold chains, a silver torque with dragons' heads, 6 moonstones, a score of loose pearls, and small piles of coins. And I'll give you the details right now.
Hey, there's our return money, or a good chunk of it.
Do you want me to just put this on the loot list?
Does one of those pearls look like it might roughly be worth 100 gold pieces?
Well, let's see here. 20 of them are worth 3,000, so at least one of them must be worth a lot.
I got a couple pearls worth that. I'm holding on to them.
So we can say they're each about 150 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Each. Or we could say there's like one that's 2,999, and then the others are worth like a couple copper. You know, this is the giant one. Bowl with.
That would be ridiculous.
Is anyone taking something specific, or am I good to just copy all this down on the loot list?
No, I put it on the loot list.
Okay.
I see like a tear trickling down Waverly's cheek at that.
It's all still Oz. It's okay.
That's all right. Okay.
It's all still Oz. Don't worry.
All right. So yes, this does appear to have been Rezmir's room. You imagine her fancy mask once resided within that box, but it is not there, and it was not on her.
Huh.
I'm gonna start looking through bookcase, or looking through, drawers, and looking for writings.
Under the bed. Under the bed.
Flipping
Yeah.
through stuff. You
Let's
find
turn
like
this
little
place.
love notes from her half dragon lover. Signed posters, that kind of stuff.
Is there any arguments about him cheating on her?
Not written out, but there's some scars in the wall which make you think that things have been thrown around in here before. Also, the rug's sliced up and on fire, so there's that. This is more of a traveling location than a hideout. So it doesn't look like a lot of permanent stuff's here, just enough to get her by. And she has expensive taste, so it is a fairly sizable amount to get her by. The clothes and attire are built for half-dragons, which probably wouldn't fit most of you. The Tabaxi could wear it, but it would look like,
Huge.
Yeah.
Where's the?
Aw, just when I wanted some nice new fancy clothes.
I mean, you could camp out in them. I mean,
Dusk's like 6 foot. She could tailor it to look fancy.
oh yeah, I mean, you could
Mush down all
definitely
her fluff.
make it work. And Rezmir had the tail. You've got the tail. It'll work. I mean, it's just a little voluminous. Let's go with that word instead.
Find like a tank top and it's a dress for me.
I mean, she got to look good. So
Looking for.
that leaves us with a door to the east and a door to the northeast.
Let's check that east door.
Yeah, because I think even though we've kind of come around, we can probably reasonably assume that this was the one from the other side, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh, my connection to the server has been interrupted. Yay.
Oh, is that why no one's moving?
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
I'm
it
at
looks
the
like
door.
I
It looks like
suddenly
I'm-
see
Yeah, hang on.
nobody.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's going down!
all of a sudden everybody disappeared from the room but me.
Quick, somebody yell
Yeah.
timber.
That's what I saw too. So I think everyone disappeared from the room.
Legos is like, they said it would never sink!
Oh, it still looks okay. There's someone other than me in here.
I
Okay.
just saw you're slowly coming back for me.
Yeah, everyone just refresh.
Whoa, everybody moved. Holy crap.
All right. Things happened.
It didn't kick me out
Whoa,
until
whoa.
everybody else was refreshing.
Moving around. Oh my gosh, the whole thing's just shrinking and growing and shrinking, growing.
Mine's still just trying to sort itself out.
All right. I'm going to slowly reveal an area. You listen at the door, it's quiet, it is untrapped. It's just full of crates.
That are full of food and
That are
stuff.
full of
Helpful things.
Money?
huge sides of beef, entire ham hocks, enormous barrels, hundreds of crates. The place smells of burlap, wood, and salt.
It's the pantry.
It
Pantry.
is.
It's a long way away from the kitchen.
I mean, if you consider right across the hall, and we want to keep the kobolds away, but yes.
And I guess they're giants, so it's not so far.
I'm a little disappointed that these cultists aren't like environmentalists, and that's just the room where they put boxes inside of boxes so they can loot things but keep the wood conserved. Because like they've seen the dragon sword now, so
There is some recycling. Now, this whole time, Telaise and Valandra basically just staring at the one door as you guys are like, yep, it's just boxes, wasting time.
Hey, I risked my life to a rug. It was a thing for a second.
Yeah, we hear.
And we found a whole box of treasure.
Yeah, and a stand that might have held a face or something.
Yeah. Could've
Not
been
sure what
anything.
that was. I took a shit on her bed,
It was her bed, technically.
I mean,
But-
sure. Why not? So that leaves us with a door.
All right.
If we think it's a trap and there's a red wizard on the other side, maybe we all move out of line of sight and Waverly uses Mage Hand to open the door.
That would be a good plan.
So I like that idea. Joey should move further up, though.
further
Everyone-
away, got it. Further away from everybody else, got it.
How far away?
So is this like a 10-foot high?
Can we tell which way the door opens? Hinges in or out?
The hinges, this door would open inward, away from you.
All right.
Wish we could see
Chloe-
the doorway.
Chloe,
Yeah,
get
that
out of the
would-
way.
That would be nice.
I know, I'm just
Chloe's
trying
back.
to figure out where I'm positioning myself to be in front, but I don't know which way is front because I can only see the corner of the door. The sliver of the corner of the door.
Oh, yeah.
Come on,
Sliver
Polygon.
of the corner of the door.
So is this chair like actually like 5 foot? Like this is a
Oh.
giant-sized situation?
I mean, a giant could probably squeeze into it. That's more made for the.
Well, we could probably be, like,
human-sized
right there.
guests.
Okay.
Yeah, Chloe will, big hands, this way. Nope, more, just to make sure if they're standing right here, they go beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, some people should probably go back with Joey and some people with Dawn. Like, we should not all be right next to each other, because remember, fireballs are large.
And do not be in lines either. Just
Yeah.
Just if it's a geometric shape, just don't stand in it.
Look, I
Alright.
really appreciate this talk, but getting Telaise away from Valandra is going to take a lot.
No, I'm
So-
not saying, like, two people next to each other is fine. There's just, like, 6 of us that they could hit with a fireball right now, and I'm saying that's
I-
probably a bad idea.
I have
So
to
I'm
be
gonna-
within 30 feet of the door, okay?
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
stand
ask
in front of the
everyone.
mouse.
To please go ahead and put themselves on the turn order. So roll yourselves initiative and freeze where you are.
Oh, that's right. My thing's not
Oh,
no
I
longer up.
Well,
Gotta
that's a
open my
good
character sheet
initiative.
again.
I was like, where's my character sheet? That's right.
I think I rolled exactly the same.
Oh my god, I'm way too high.
Maybe you shouldn't have hit all that pipe weed.
So,
I did not have the pipe weed.
so as you guys are like, okay, I'm here, we're good, we're set. Ready, 1, 2, and Telaise, are you doing anything or holding an action?
She's not gonna go in front of the mage hand. That's just not gonna happen.
Okay.
What was that?
So you can just pass it, and then that'll come to Dusk. Are you doing anything or holding any actions?
If I guess I'll ready an attack in case anything threatening comes out, but otherwise she's just staying put.
Wait,
Okay,
for
melee attack?
I guess since she's kind of a good distance from the door right now, one of her daggers.
Okay. So if anything comes out attacking, you're throwing a dagger at it. And Joey.
That's a long distance to that door there. That's a really long distance. I'm gonna shock into a longbow.
Okay. Joey has a longbow. And Valandra.
I cast Virtue on myself.
Okay. You are virtuous.
It's true.
Dawn.
Gonna hold an Eldritch Blast if needed.
Okay. And Waverly.
All right. Going to fling that door open with an invisible mage hand.
You
It doesn't
fling
have
that
to.
door open.
It doesn't have to be invisible, but it's more dramatic that way.
I mean, I guess. Sure. Oof. As the door opens, a wave of water vapor spills out, and the scent of the ocean is so strong you could be on the beach. The atmosphere in that room was very humid, very damp, cold, but filled with that salt water spray. Kuhloe, Valandra, Waverly, Telaise, Dusk, you can see on the angle that you have there a large humanoid figure, blue-skinned, looking like she's made of water, an elemental. Valandra, you 100% recognize your mother. She is standing statue still, and frost has formed little gem-like surface areas on her skin, save for where tears run down her cheeks. Waverly, are you doing anything else?
No, I think that's my turn.
Kuhloe, big scary blue lady.
Is she scary?
I do.
Is she scary?
What does that actually register? Celestial Fiends and Undead, not one of those. Hang on, wait. Come on, research faster. Yep, nope, she's fine.
Did everybody see that, including Valandra?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Divine Sense was my action, so I will,
I mean, technically, I wouldn't be able to see her quite yet.
I mean,
She's
I assume you all are kind of leaning around the door, so
Yeah.
but I think it's gonna be your turn when it really sets in what's there.
yeah.
Kuhloe,
I'll just run up to the
Telaise.
door. But not in the room, just up next to the door, on the outside.
Yep.
I'll just peek in, I guess.
Oh, sorry, Telaise, did you have any movement? Sorry.
Yeah, Dusk, you just totally skipped me.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, I just figured that since nothing was actually happening.
Yeah, no. Sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna come up because my instincts, I know that this is Valandra's mom because that's who we thought it was anyway.
Mm-hmm.
She's just standing stark still.
She just, she's frozen, literally frozen.
Literally frozen.
Probably not a good thing.
Oh man, I don't know if I should do it yet or not. I could unfreeze her if it's a spell.
Well, no one's tried to talk to her yet, right?
She's frozen solid.
She's also crying, so I don't know. Maybe
I
cry
mean,
more tears if something. We'll
She
figure out
probably
sign
doesn't
language.
want to be frozen, so
Yeah, and your danger sense went patang, so I don't know.
is she the threat or is she the bait?
Right.
She's the bait, and possibly also the threat.
Yeah, I was gonna say might
And the
be
victim?
both. Yeah.
There isn't really a safer way to bind a water elemental.
You could ready your action until Valandra goes.
I'm not going to ready this action because it's a spell and I only have 4 spell slots left.
Oh my god, you just said only 4 spell slots, and Chloe just like lost herself a little bit.
So much magic.
Yeah, right.
Dawn really needs to go wizard. This is just frustrating.
Everyone's just like, you have that many spells? Yes.
So Telaise, you move up and then just sort of, you can wait.
You know what? I'm gonna take one of my arrows.
Okay.
And I'm going to shoot an arrow across the room this way.
Okay.
Completely not aiming at her whatsoever.
Sure.
Just to see what happens.
All right. Give me a quick D20 roll. Attack roll with your arrow.
Do you want me to shoot the bow or what?
Yep. Shoot your bow. Yep.
Okay. I could do both. I mean.
Okay. I mean, it's not like the greatest shot ever, but it does wobble its way across the room and tang into the far wall, and the far wall vanishes.
What, the wall didn't dodge it?
The wall did not. Well, the wall did dodge. It got the hell out of the way. Unfortunately, a few nanoseconds after it was hit, the room is suddenly filled with the cold, moving air of the outside. It just rips away all that humidity and whistles through the open hallway. A big gout of fog blowing out into the lower courtyard, and from very far away here, can't see what happened. Telaise, anything else for you?
So that happens.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to communicate it to the people who are behind her who cannot see. The far northern wall will vanish. Because I'm assuming if we wait another minute, it'll come back. Just like the other one.
One would hope.
Probably like the one we saw in the room over there.
But nothing on the other side of the wall?
Nothing on the other side of the wall, except for open air and sky, some clouds.
And this is just a window here?
That is just a window there. Let me double check. I believe so.
I mean, if you're not sure, then there's not going to be something coming through it, so that's fine.
Yeah, that's just what I wanted to double check. I was like, I'm almost 100% sure that's a window. That's a window.
It's a weird looking window.
They look like doors.
They do look like doors. I have some thoughts for the person who made this map. Mind you, I also have some thoughts for the person who came up with Resmere. So
I just up north. Just give me up north, and I'm okay with any map maker. This one's not an up north.
North is north.
Yeah, north is that way. But that leaves us with a room full of gusty wind. And Telaise, I think that's it for you.
That's it for me.
All right, Dusk. Suddenly your fur is ruffled by the cold breeze. What are you up to?
I don't even know what to begin to do with this kind of situation. Aside from
I'm just worried about setting foot in there.
yeah, shit. If I just like
well, I mean, if no one does it or says anything before
Valandra's gonna
Valandra's
do
turn,
it.
she's gonna set foot in there.
Yeah, Valandra's gonna go in.
Didn't we hear them say something about setting her on us?
Yeah.
Yep.
This is like the trappiest trap. Like, it's so obvious a trap. If we could find out how she's bound.
Okay, as you guys give it a little bit of thought, Dusk, Kuhloe, everyone's attention has been focused on the large blue woman. But something's just been tickling at your mind. And slowly you look upwards. Hundreds of horse skulls are nailed to the ceiling, covering it entirely.
Horse skulls?
Horse skulls.
No, Elmer!
Oh, that's crazy.
Thick carpet covers the icy floor, desks and chairs, and a lectern. Some are covered with books and scrolls, others with potions and vials, bits of meat, fur, and other things. Now that you've got a little better look into it, in the corners of the room are 4 hulking gargoyles.
Oh.
Oh!
Statues.
Okay.
100%.
Yes, but they can.
Did someone just reveal something? Because I can't see anything different.
No, this is just like the rug. They're invisible.
Decoration.
Okay.
decoration.
Okay. All right.
Just 100% decoration.
So I tell everybody this, and they probably all think I'm lying. Oh, we missed. There's hundreds of horse skulls frozen up there, and it looks really gross. And then there's 4 big gargoyles in here. It's really bad. Bad room, guys.
Do we know anything about gargoyles?
The corners up here.
Can I
You can't really see them until you get in there.
Like, I know that they'll start attacking when someone sets foot in the room, but I don't think Valandra knows that.
Is everything frozen just like
Has it been mentioned? Because I can Arcana check to see if they know.
So I think Kuhloe might show that as Dusk starts like forward, back, forward, back, forward, back.
I mean, like, if anybody's got rope, maybe we could just, like, lasso her and pull her out of the room or something.
She is likely frozen to the floor. We
Oh,
need her
hell.
feet to remain attached.
Yes, I did say that I shared the information. I was just also asking if everything's frozen just like she is.
There's a fairly good coating of salt spray and frozen water. The high humidity, low temperature combination.
Does anything look like it's coming from her? Like off of her?
She seems like she's steaming. Like she is a source of water. You're very familiar with Valandra's effect. This looks like that cranked up to 11.
I say those things.
So would a 14 pull up any knowledge that these statues may try to bite us?
Gargoyles are always trouble. Indoor gargoyles are probably more often trouble than outdoor gargoyles.
Yeah, outdoor gargoyles at least have an architectural purpose. Indoor gargoyles, not always so much.
Yeah, but when the wall disappears, suddenly the outdoor gargoyles.
I mean, that's true.
These are those fancy indoor-outdoor gargoyles.
This is a pretty fancy indoor-outdoor room.
Yes, but it's likely they are going to attack us, and we will have to fight them. And she could get shattered in the process.
I could dispel possibly the spell that's frozen her. You have to wait till my turn, Valandra.
So here we'll alleviate some curiosity. We'll put the statues in their place.
Does she look to be tethered to anything? Or is she just frozen in place by, like, water?
She seems to just be frozen. Like, she is a water elemental. You would expect her to be in motion the way Valandra hair frequently is, but she's covered in an ice sheen.
Is she wearing anything metallic that we can notice underneath the ice?
That's good. I like where that's going.
I'm not sure that her father equipped her with a chastity belt, if that's what you were going for.
No, I'm asking about, like, does she have, like, any bracelets or
Come on,
metal
hairpins,
on her?
something.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, 100%. She's not wearing armor, but, she has fasteners and jewelry. She's a fashionable lady.
I could go back and grab our rug pipe. Throw that into the room, thaw things out a little bit.
Also an option. So, as the quick discussion happens and more details are observed, I'm going to ask Dusk, have you thought of anything you want to do?
There's not much that I can do. I don't have any real ranged instances. I have no ranged like skills that can be useful here. I'm just checking to make sure I don't have anything like in my inventory. Nope.
Okay.
I'll just yeah, for the time being I'm just gonna stay put.
Okay, so that'll bring us to Joey. Joey, you can't see nothing. But you hear stuff.
So they opened the door and there weren't
Mhm.
fireballs. And then I heard all of this stuff about gargoyles and crap. And that's definitely that's a water elemental. I'm gonna hold a I'm gonna hold a longbow action.
Okay. Longbow action held. Valandra.
Oh God.
Yeah, she'll move into the room. Does anything happen when she steps in the doorway?
Nope.
No?
The frequency of tears increases, descending down your mother's cheeks.
No horse skulls from the ceiling.
No horse skulls from the ceiling.
Gargoyles don't appear to be doing anything.
They look like statues.
Yeah, she'll move over to her mother.
That'd be all you could probably do.
That's all I can do. But
Okay. As you draw up alongside your mother, she shatters. Her body exploding from the center. From the middle, hands stretch out towards you. A gargoyle hidden within her liquid form, clawing and biting at you.
She can reform. It's ice. We just gotta like melt her and she can go back together, can't we? Please. Oh God.
Does an 18 hit as it attacks
That
from a hidden position.
is my AC. Yep.
7 points of slashing damage as your mother falls to the floor. The shattered pieces begin to evaporate, taking on a gaseous form. The gargoyle rolled a 10 initiative. Dawn, you will get to go before it is able to respond again. Dawn, what are you doing?
It's just like, why does nobody ever listen to me? Can't see anything.
Because you're kind of a jerk.
But he hasn't been wrong yet. You all keep fucking up.
But you have to understand, it's not about what you say, it's how you say it.
He can fume. Get to where he can see things.
I think you can get up to between.
He was up here. He doesn't want to get that close. He just wants to be into the room. Yeah, boink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Probably want to be one space higher, technically.
Yeah. Fucking weird ass shaped rooms. Yeah. Okay. So
Okay.
he's just gonna be like, God damn it, and just like come in here and just start shooting at the thing because.
Both of those attacks hit quite well. And that is force damage, 23 points. The gargoyle is rocked backwards.
That's it.
Any additional activity?
No, other than grumbling about everyone being stupid.
As
Or
you
at least-
grumble, the gargoyle wraps its claws in to Valandra's hair, trying to grapple with her. Valandra, DC 14, athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Get it. Yeah!
Very nice.
You just shattered my mother. That's not happening.
Beautiful.
Waverly, as the gargoyle, you can see what it's trying to do. It's trying to drag her to the ledge to the north.
Oh.
But she just sets her feet down, and it is not happening. But what are you doing?
All right. Well, I am going to run forward into the doorway. And I'm going to shoot that gargoyle.
Yes, please.
Pew pew.
Pew pew! 13 does not do it.
Shit.
Anything else, Waverly?
Natural armor.
I'm going to duck back a few steps.
Okay. Chloe. A lot of statues in the room, only one of them trying to fly away with Valandra. What are you doing?
Real quick, would I know, or would Valandra, I guess, ever have said that she was able to change forms like I just saw and still be a being of some kind?
I don't know if that comes up in casual conversation.
Well, we did just have an in-depth argument over days about her and her mom.
I mean,
I'm sure we would have all talked about our family,
well,
or lack thereof.
I guess question, would I know? Is she just dead?
I don't know. I think if Chloe's the one thinking about it, Chloe would have to be the one taking the action to think back and get her head together, or she could do something more violent.
Yeah, I mean, she wants to think about that, but right now, all she can think about is 5 ugly-ass gargoyles and a bunch of horse heads, and Valandra being the only one in there. So she's going to run in and try and pull Valandra out.
Okay.
And dash
is that a
back here.
grapple attack? Which is uncontested at this point. So, Valandra, if you would like, you can be pulled away.
Wait, is it a free action to grab and then dash back, or no? Because I don't know if I...
as long as if she goes with it.
Oh, if she goes with it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess...
I mean,
Yeah, no.
Are you letting your mother's killer get away from you?
I'm not saying we don't kill it. Absolutely, we'll kill everything in this room, but not like this. We'll do it on our terms. We don't want to go out the window.
So,
Casey, would I know is my mother dead? Because that really impacts the decision here.
I mean, at this instant, your mom just died in front of you. I don't think you've got the rational to pull it together aside from she just, basically what you saw. She just shattered and fell apart, and that creature burst out of her. Maybe if you spend some time trying to wrap your head around it, but there's still chunks of her dissipating on the floor.
No, she's not going. Sorry,
Okay.
Chloe.
So, Chloe, can I have an attack roll then? Athletics, if you wish to try and grapple her and drag her away.
Yes. I'm just making sure that I understand what I'm doing.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I was just making sure that, I was like, if I grapple her and try and move her away, she doesn't get an attack, but then I can protect her. Meh, meh, meh. Okay, but yes, I am trying to pull her away.
Alrighty.
And while
give me
explaining...
athletics.
No, we'll kill them. They're all gonna die. They're gonna die terrible. Whatever stone deaths are.
Oh.
Valandra, you do need to make the... Oh my god!
It's a big fucking icy wet mess right now.
There is just... You grab her and you slip on her mother's dissipating corpse.
Casey, no. No, Casey, no. I draw the line there. No, bad DM. That's a bad DM. That's dirty.
Wow.
Look, I'll kill kids all day, make fun of me. I'm not slipping on Valandra's dead mom.
I mean, I guess not, but that certainly looks like you did. But you are in control of movement.
And
so
I only have 10
where
left.
would you like to go?
I only have 10 left, and because I'm dragging her, I only have 5 left, so I'm just dragging her towards the door.
All right. She starts pulling you away. And Telaise.
Hopefully those guys out there heard all of Chloe's like, we're gonna kill him, they're all gonna die.
Okay. Place is gonna move right where she can see.
Okay.
Yeah, she can see. All right. Everybody's safe and happy. So she's gonna target this dude right here.
Okay.
Because logic says that guy's also gonna start moving and grabbing my little sister. So time to shatter some bitches.
It's reasonable.
Okay, what level do I have to cast this at? Because I'm like down. All right, we're going level 3.
Nice.
I have a new picture, guys.
Very
Yeah.
nice. All right, so that is a gargoyle that is going to be resisting. That is thunder damage. And that is con. Not so much. 21 points of thunderous damage ripped through.
And the 2 other gargoyles
Yep,
too.
all these 3 right here. These ones are taking it. That one, and that one.
Even at disadvantage on the saving throw, these shatter and fall apart. Apparently normal statues. The fella just has some odd decorating tastes.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
we know now.
And just one moment. He did a thing I wasn't expecting, and that means I have to do a real quick read, and I apologize.
Okay, I'll just not do a second.
Da-da. Thing. Ba-ba. Thing. And Constitution save of 15. The thunderous boom causes the melting pieces of ice to scatter, blasting away from it. Telaise, any other movement or activity?
Yeah. Gonna take a step back out the door. And because I have them back, and because this is so weird that I'm on the same pace with Chloe, it's really awkward for me right now. Hang on one second. Told you I'll eventually memorize it. All right, we're going to do the Mantle of Inspiration. 2d8, I believe. Yeah, 2d8. Okay, so Chloe, Chloe, Valandra. Who else is down? Dusk, are you still down in health?
No, my
A little bit.
If you give that to Valandra,
sure.
she'll take free movement and break
I mean,
Chloe's grapple.
I'm only down like.
Well, no, but I only
She can only
towards
move
her,
towards me. She can
which she
only
would
move
not
towards
do.
me. And it's a free movement towards me if you want to move towards me. If you don't want to move towards me, you don't get
It's
it.
nothing.
But Kuhloe can still drag her. So either way, they're coming towards me. Anyway, Dusk, you're down. It looks like you're down a little in health.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm down 8.
Okay.
Which didn't seem like a.
Well, this will give you 8 free hit points. So there you go.
Yay!
8 temporary hit points.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
10 hit points. And I have to pick one more person. Anybody else down a little in health?
I'm good.
Waverly's kind of down because her maximum is so much lower.
I'm always down.
I'm getting there, okay? Joey, how you doing? You want to come closer?
I have something prepped for my reaction.
Okie dokie. Waverly, you can go ahead and take that.
That's 8.
And
8
Telaise-
temporary hit points.
All
Telaise, any
right.
other activity for you?
That's everything I can do.
All right, that's going to bring us to Dusk. Dusk, everyone's clustered up. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna help Chloe tug Valandra out because I don't like the idea of them staying in that room.
Okay,
Can I just like scoot forward and help tug?
sure. You can give the help action to Chloe, which would give her advantage on her roll to hold onto Valandra.
Awesome.
Yep.
I'm going to help her then.
You got it. Help action applied, and then Joey.
Really? No. Why is everybody in the frickin' doorway? Urgh.
Sorry.
No. You're short. You don't count. I mean, like, in terms of shooting things, fine.
You can just step over me. It's fine.
Joey goes over the desk and slowly starts loudly pulling it across.
We're going to give him a +2 to the armor class for this shot due to the everything in the way. But I think that's a lineup for what you're doing. If not, let me know.
Yep. And then, I still don't have that macroed, but...
Ooh, that is not a hit. That is a hit.
Yay!
Yay! That is a piercing weapon.
And it is magical. Sorry, I don't have that one notated
is
on that
magical.
particular macro.
That's good. That gargoyle, however, is still intact and threatening. Joey, anything else for you?
Nope.
Valandra.
You said it would be an action to try and know if my mother is dead or if
Yes, so you do an action if you want to do like an arcana check or other thing. You can believe it either way. I mean, you can decide what you can decide what you believe, but an arcana would be, really thinking it through.
Okay. Do I have advantage on this because of my history with...
Yeah, well, that seems fair.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I mean,
Not my strong suit.
you are aware that Genie can take on gaseous forms, but you've never heard of that happening. I mean, you don't know.
Okay. I mean, that was my action.
Bonus action movements.
I'm grappled. I don't have movement right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, nope.
Alrighty. Dawn.
Just gross sobbing right now.
Oh my god.
Little ice tears falling out of her poor little eyes.
Dawn, that will destroy the gargoyle. And with that, no more movement in the room other than the swift swirl of air coming in from the outside.
Is the wall down? Or is it up?
Down for a minute because it was shot by the arrow. And
I shot it with an arrow.
Has the gas dissipated out the window?
It has. I mean, there's no real way that the air is surging in there. Clouds are coming in, they're blowing out. It was full of humidity. It's hard to tell what's going on, but you're back into free action. Horse skulls on the ceiling, carpet on the floor, desks, chairs, lecterns, books and scrolls, potions, vials, bits of meat, fur, broken gargoyle statues.
I'm gonna pass Valandra off to Telaise, and in the same movement, I'm gonna fucking come over here and smash the shit out of this gargoyle.
Roll an attack roll. Don't crit fail. Other than that, you're fine. Oh, yeah. Smashy smash.
So I can't see anything left anymore? Or
It has all dissipated. There is still frost and damp on the room, but the floor was made of ice already. You can't tell one remnant from another.
This is just gonna hold on to her real tight. I mean, not like that's gonna stop her from doing anything, but comfort.
no, she just falls to the ground.
Would I be able to roll another Arcana for Water Genie?
Sure.
Elemental or whatever she was.
Marin.
You can
She's
give it
a
a try.
Marin.
Give it a try. You're at disadvantage now because of the second party check on the topic.
It is not. Oh, party check? Okay.
So it was a party check because Valandra was the first one, and you could see she obviously broke down, after giving it some thought. And now you're like, well, maybe, and ooh.
Broke even.
So you're like, there's no clothes. The clothing she was wearing isn't there. That's a good sign.
That Telaise just kind of does that slow inhale, and she kind of like shakes Valandra, like, "Are you listening?"
Oh,
He's
thank goodness.
trying to get her shit together because we can't have her like a sobbing mess this whole time. They have shit to do, so he's giving her information.
It's not
to hopefully help.
It's not 100% definitive. But
He's not going to say that.
Yeah, no, I don't.
He's going to be as confident.
You.
Yes. No. He doesn't care. It's just like he's going to give her like confidently this information in the attempt to get her to relax.
Yep.
Okay. So do you say there's no clothes, or do you say it's an illusion or something? It was an illusion. Like how are you phrasing this?
Well, how is it coming to him? Is this
so
like,
you
would there have been clothes left if she?
So what I understand, you guys are operating on the belief of, you believe that was Valandra's mother. You believe you saw her explode in some fashion. Now, if that had been Valandra's mother and you did see clothing on her, if she had just died, there should still be clothing. Even if she had reverted to water, effects would have been left behind.
So it's not so much that he would know that, like, the clothing is also part of her, or, like if she was... You know what I mean? What I'm trying to say?
That's where there's still some wiggle room, because her clothing might have been illusionary. Excuse me, Lucy. Whatever.
He's not sure on that part.
Is that something Valandra would remember? Whether or not she actually had physical clothing?
Well,
she frequently
it wouldn't apply.
Did.
It wouldn't apply right now.
Yeah, she frequently did, but it's very up in the air, because if she was summoned, from the elemental realm, then she would appear without material clothing. If this had been some sort of simulacra or an illusion, an icy double, then it may not have been her at all. But boy, that felt like her. And what are you guys doing? The room looks like it has been hastily gone through to prepare for travel, where you see gaps where, you would think the best stuff would be the most important books. That seems to have been taken.
He's going to poke around the vials and see... Like you mentioned, there were like bottles and vials and stuff.
Absolutely. All sorts of reagents. Everything you would want to come up with an alchemist's laboratory here. Among them, several vials of wyvern poison in different states of preparation.
He will
but
take
you've already
those
got
two. He will take those two. How many? Like...
We'll work that out as we were.
Okay, because I was like, because I have on my thing a quote unquote good deal of
yes,
Wonder.
A good deal. A considerable amount, but you'll need to refine that a bit to apply that to a weapon.
So is an alchemist lab different than alchemist tools?
This is the full-on set. This is basically the established version of tools, the non-mobile version. Aside from the castle floating in the air.
Does that give advantage to the
yeah, but like
sector.
if he took that, he would have to set it up and hope it doesn't break because it's all made of glass.
What this really allows you to do is to have multiple people working with the tools. This is the
Okay.
whole kit and caboodle. You could put apprentices to work in
He
a
wants
setup
one of
like
these
this.
one day
So-
when he has his tower where he can hide. And
Followers and
everyone will leave him alone.
It's true. Oh, hey, I just glanced at the clock and I'm ticking on late. So I think we'll wrap up what you guys might want to do in this room and then pick up next week for the remainder. What all are you guys doing? The wind continues to whistle by for another 30 seconds or so before the wall returns.
Yeah, he's just gonna start snagging vials and things that look interesting that he could use
Sure.
or whatever.
Uh,
Even empty ones, if there are any, just so he has them.
Give me a quick looting roll. Let's call that a perception.
While Dawn's doing her stuff, I'm just gonna stand in front of Telaise and Valandra and keep guard.
That is a hell of a perception.
He knows what he wants.
So, the wind whipping in caused many scrolls and books to fly up in the air and move around. It appears that 3 rather valuable scrolls were left behind by mistake. A scroll of Dimension Door, one of Feather Fall, and one of Fireball.
Yay.
Ooh.
Now,
Who can use
Those
those?
are exciting.
They have to be on your class list, right?
they do have to be on your class list in order to
They
read
are
the
all on
scrolls.
his. Scroll of
So-
Dimension Door, Scroll of
Feather
Fireball. What was
Fall
the other
and one of Fireball.
I could read Featherfall.
Which is a way to get 5 of us out of here.
It could be. Along with that, a little bit further scanning and reading reveals several
Potentially.
letters. You just get a quick chance to skim through them, identifying you 7, as well as Leostin and Ontharr Froom, your contacts. It seems they were watching you and aware of you, and likely your names and likenesses have been sent on to higher ups. References to a person called Severin, a supreme leader of the cult of the dragon.
Don, you took those scrolls, right?
Yes.
Does anyone happen to read Infernal?
I can. I have.
Does anyone happen to read it right now?
Hold on. I think so. Let me just double check. Yes, Dawn can.
Okay. On one of the lecterns is a book that is actually chained down to the lectern. The title is Beyond the Iron Gates. And it's not a friendly book.
Oh, Waverly.
Uh-huh.
Is this
Did
like
you
a
want me
monster
to
book of
unchain
monsters
that?
kind of
I
book?
would like this book. Could you help me with this?
Yeah, okay. I don't see why that would be a problem. Let me
Dog.
just check that. Let me just check that over.
Sure.
Why is a book chained down?
Just take a
Because
look.
it's important.
It's trying to bite me!
Yeah, it's gonna bite.
Nom 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 nom.
Yeah, that book is actually unfriendly.
Like,
Have you ever had paper cuts deliberately inflicted upon you by a book? This one tries it. And it's really creepy the way it does it because you're never quite sure that it actually did it. You're just suddenly looking at the back of your hand and there's that like, ow, what? But you
are you sure you want that, Dawn?
This is the only time where he has anything even remotely like his sister. It's a book. He wants to know what's inside. If he has to dissect it, he will do it. Like, is it a living creature that looks like a book, or is it a book that's enchanted to bite people?
I mean, is there a difference?
Yes.
Sure. I mean, I'm sure with thorough research you could figure that out.
I mean, it's chained to something.
It is chained to the giant lectern that you would have to stand at to read it. So, like, it's chained to a good 200 to 300 pound wooden.
So, can the other end of the chain be removed? And
Oh, sure. Yeah, you could definitely.
Wraps it up and
Yeah.
takes it with him.
Waverly's like, yeah, I can get this open, no problem. 100%. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And he will make sure that's all. Or not.
I mean,
Roll 20 is suddenly lagging really badly for me.
Waverly, you take a point of damage in paper cuts. But
It's okay. 'Cause
after that, you do loose it, and you're like, okay, just gonna leave that right there.
The chain is still attached to the other end of the book.
Yep, chain's still attached. You got a book on a leash.
Nice.
Please be careful with that, Dawn.
I want to see the cat walking the book. Seems like a thing. So
Like, can the book move of its own?
doesn't
Like,
seem
does
to.
it run? Like, he can pick it up from like the non.
I mean,
like,
no, it's a book. It's just
okay.
sitting there. But like when you're
I'm
alone, people get
imagining
paper
it.
cuts.
like, but I mean, like, he's gonna go for the bound end.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, it's a book.
Okay. So
Just
he
a
has
normal book.
How much does this chain weigh? Or does it matter? Are we?
No, you're. It's not a significant chain. You know, as compared to other pieces of metal people are carrying. So you have acquired the Beyond the Iron Gates book, a rather angry tome. You've acquired several letters, which we'll go over in a little bit. You've acquired some scrolls, and Wrath took all his spending money with him. Looks like he cleaned out the coffers. Anything else you guys are doing?
I think it's time to get some sleep
Probably.
and get some spell slots back.
We have a dragon to smite.
I mean, there is a dragon.
We have a whole free day, and we've only spent an hour and a half of it.
Talk some possibly false hope into Valandra so she can heal us in the process.
Wow, you're such a positive person.
Hey, Dawn. Hey, Dawn. If
You're
you
such
find
a-
anything
you're
I
such a
might like
supportive
in that
brother.
book, can you show me?
Of course.
Yeah, Telaise is like coaxing Valandra to her feet and like, let's go lay down. We have to rest. We're gonna find her. Don't worry, we're gonna find her. Because she now believes that we're gonna find her, so it's a lot easier.
Okay. So is the plan then a attempt at a short rest?
Long
A
rest.
long rest.
A long rest. Fancy. So I would like to ask during this long rest for 2 d20s, 18, 19, or 20 will mean excitement before your long rest is complete.
Telaise, you have luck, right? You
Who's
should
been
roll
rolling
it.
low?
And I have a plus minus 10, don't I?
Yep.
Sure? Yeah, absolutely. 18, 19, 20. Add the 10 to it.
Yeah, you're funny.
Yeah. Ha 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 ha. Well,
All right.
like 28 is not an 18, 19, or 20.
I mean, that's true.
It's true.
So may I see the roll? The 9 is a
9.
pass.
Am I doing the other one?
That's a straight up 20, folks.
I have a D. I don't know.
Oh,
Minus 10!
Minus 10.
All right, minus 10 applied. The minus 10 for the song now used to save the party and allow for a long rest.
That's gonna
I
feel
knew-
really good.
I
Like getting
knew
rid
that
of
was
the
gonna
minus
happen.
10.
So, would the party please restore their health, restore their spell slots,
Oh, God.
and scoot yourselves down into the barracks or the rooms that you
And
prefer.
I think it's time for some nominations for that extra XP, guys.
There's still a dragon. It's a
I
dragon.
already want to nominate the
I'm
rock
sorry. I think
Casey, it's been a
really
month.
no, you don't. No. We finished a fight. We finished 2 fights. That's not right.
All right, so let's go ahead and talk about some
I
nominations.
mean, we haven't had nominations since
All right,
like
let's
the other.
Let's do it. Do it up.
Christ, I
So
believe
now
this.
everybody puts their thinking caps on.
Do I remember after so long?
Yeah, that's the problem.
I had a list. Where did I?
Nominate Dusk for calling everybody Glumfellow.
Oh yeah, for trying to convince me.
I mean, this is one of the reasons why I took all these notes for the recap, guys. Nominate Waverly for making a cutting remark about maybe the 7 of us can take a griffin.
For Dusk staying detrimentally in character.
It killed me inside because I'm just like, I know my character's gonna do this, but I also know I'm probably gonna kill the party. Too bad.
Call out for Joey for his interpretive dance past a bunch of people and a horse in the doorway.
In case it wasn't already noted, I still want to do the rock, paper, scissors that the siblings had because that was fun.
Yeah, that was great for Joey and Chloe.
Ooh, call out for Dawn for transforming a raven and basically piecing out of a big, almost gonna kill us fight.
He almost did.
Almost.
The only reason he didn't was because Telaise ran outside and he was waiting to watch her die before he left.
Wow,
But
fuck
then
you.
everybody came back. You wanted to bear witness.
Ooh, here's one for Chloe, where she did her epic double bash with Holy Smite on the on Resmir, taking her down at that and turning her into ashes.
That was pretty badass.
That was a badass moment.
I have several like sentences written down. Who said them? So these are from like the first session. When we got to the castle, but it was everything's giant food to Waverly. Does anyone
said
remember
that?
who said that?
I think it was Joey.
Something about a French Revolution in the next room. Actually, that was me, I think.
What am I typing?
I have, do you want the healing potion in all caps? I don't remember. Oh, yeah. That was for Joey.
That was Waverly said that.
That was me, wasn't it?
Yep.
It was.
And then Athy with the shut up, Doug.
That was me. That was me. I
Oh,
said
was
shut
that
up.
you? Oh,
I said
okay.
shut up,
Sorry.
Doug.
I mean, you guys look suspicious.
Shut up, Doug.
Something wrong, yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Dusk for the whole thing with the griffin. Back before
The
all
whole
the
Griffin thing.
broke out.
The whole thing.
Well, then wait till you finish typing. Hang on. Joey for dropping Resmir 80 feet. Just
That
right
was
out of
pretty
the
awesome.
sky. Oh, Waverly for her illusion of herself to distract people. My cards are all messed up, so my timeline.
It worked. It worked a little bit for a little while.
It worked exactly the way it was supposed to.
Yep.
It deflected 2 hits. That's
It did.
Valandra for spotting all of us at our computers with that nat 20 at the end of the
Yeah.
first episode.
Telaise for her double bird at Resmir.
Oh, that was fun.
Yep. She's just like, fuck you, bitch. It was a great moment. It was a great moment for me to be able to do that.
The conversation Chloe had with the giant at the beginning of this episode. The what was it, like error in translation or something?
Telaise's hero sacrifice.
Ooh.
Since no one else is gonna say it, I'm gonna say it.
Sorry, I'm having trouble remembering things.
That's everything I have from last session, guys. That's everything I remember. Thank you.
Yep.
That's deserved.
I appreciate that.
I was working it. Who had the previous recap? The previous recap was pretty good too.
Dusk.
Was that Dusk?
Yep.
Yeah, Dusk was
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
what's
the whole thing about, like, if you don't think she was gonna go save Harry, then...
What's the bonus XP again? I totally forgot.
150 at this point.
Yeah.
All right.
Did we do the moment of understanding on the battlefield between Telaise and Chloe? Where they decided to work together.
Did we get the whole, like, Chloe and Waverly and the rug?
Oh no, the rug needs to be nominated. Oh, I nominate Valandra for absolutely tripping the trap. Fucking face first into that trap.
There was no way she wasn't. Yeah.
I know.
That was not the trap you were expecting.
And there's so much. I don't remember previous sessions very well.
No, me neither.
I think it was I think it was Joey who convinced the cultists who were playing cards at the table 2 sessions back that we were new recruits.
No, that was definitely Chloe.
Was it Chloe?
Chloe just storming in and basically ordering them out.
Yeah. Okay, Chloe for that. Oh, Joey for perfect bed barricading too.
Let's see here. forgot how to spell a word. There we go. All right, so let's see here. You guys came through the gates. There was a little bit of misunderstanding as to when passwords are supposed to be spoken. There was a little bit of fast talk to the ogres. You Benny Hilled around the courtyard for a while.
Oh, that was funny.
Stopped into the kitchen. We lost Dusk to the Griffin. I mean, it's gone. Harry dug in among his friends and associates. And then you guys came in and trash talked the folks out of the room. Started trying to rest. Telaise got to playing some music. And then Resmir came in the room and everything went to pot.
And after the summary of that session, I have a quick nomination.
Sure.
I want to nominate Casey for this session. I feel like our last one was long and stressful and grindy, and then this session was the exact comedic relief that our group needed
Yes.
entirely,
Oh,
up until
God,
8 o'clock
yes.
and Valandra's mom died. I'm sorry, we're gonna cut that out of this episode and put it into the next one. But like those 2 hours in between were like the nice comic, like the nice relief afterwards. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad the pacing is working out. And if it's ever not, let me know. And I am a little sorry, but yeah, Valandra tragic strings set in motion. We'll see how that all plays out. Let's see here. Resmir burst in. Dawn and Telaise really worked that deception angle for a
We
while,
tried
but
so hard.
then somebody made a tactical error.
Oh yes,
Joey for taking out the half dragon
Cyan
sword.
I'm taking out that
The
cyan
sword
rat.
made of half dragon. What was it? The sword of we are not cultists, or we are.
I am not a cultist
You're
sword.
Yeah.
absolutely not a cultist.
So that was the reveal that set the combat in motion. Resmir made a break for it, conjuring up some darkness. You guys had plans laid, and I think that darkness was what tripped you up on the plans there. You guys then hold up.
Yeah,
in the barracks.
she would have died so much faster.
It's those legendary actions that'll get you every time. So she got away. You guys did deal with some cultists. You holed up in the room for a little while. During that time, they went and got their wyverns, and then you made a dash for the kitchen. Dealt with some wizards, some traps, some acid splashing. Dawn got to model the new fall spring chicken look, and fight your way through there. Griffin, Harry rescue. Out into the hall, massive fight. A lot of good stuff happened. In and out, heroics happened. Telaise heroic. Waverly heroic. Dawn heroic in a special way. Back in, a little bit of rest. Back out again, exploration. Dealing with the ogres, dealing with the giants. Some room exploration. Heard some familiar voices, gave them enough time to make their escape. Valandra's mom, and back up to here. So I think that's pretty much where we're at. Now 8 hours will pass, which will put us into the nighttime. And that's where we're going to pick up from there. We're going to say you're probably at around the 2 o'clock in the morning, midnight to 2 a.m., depending on how we want to call that rest in the middle. It is going to be very dark, and somewhere below is a big old dragon.
We're really close to the moon and stars, so
Yeah,
Did we?
and ice is glittery, at least on the outside.
It
What's
is.
what's the? I know it's not much, but what's the XP for the rug and the
Oh, we can get you that.
And the
the
gargoyles.
gargoyle?
You guys have
I don't know if we get experience for traps, but yeah, that too.
450 plus 450 plus 1,000 equals 1,900 divided by 7 is a number. That would be like 253-ish. I'm not good at math. 271, exactly what I said. So 271 experience earned by each party member.
2, 7.
Ooh, and I need
Ding.
Ooh.
Also
Please take
ding
the
for
benefits.
Telaise.
Please
What?
take
How far do
the
I have to get?
23,000.
Ding!
Very nice.
I've got like 2,000
God, I don't
change
even
more to
know
go.
how much.
Yeah,
I
no one
have
else
this-
levels yet. But I have everyone's totals.
Can you like PM me a total? Because I've lost track of every.
I'll put all of them in the chat.
Bless you.
There you go. It's what I have for everyone, anyway. I think I counted those nominations right. There were like 27 of them.
Oh, your number is different than mine. Most assuredly different than mine.
What do you have?
23,162.
62. We're 325. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know really. I don't know where you got those extra numbers.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just talking to Tom.
Double checking myself. Chloe did get the final hit on Resmir, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It was the big smash at the end. Okay.
When she used Divine Smite twice.
Yeah.
With both hits.
Yeah. I was pretty sure she got the final one in. I just suddenly started doubting myself as I started typing here.
I'm going to stop the stream part here. Thank you guys so much for keeping this going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But y'all have a nice night. We will see. I'm excited to see what happens next week.
We
or get
lived!
eaten by a dragon. You say tomato, I say tomato.